Tennessee and Baltimore. What do you think? Initial thoughts?
Initial thoughts. These AFC matchups are way better than these NFC matchups, I think. This one I'm excited for. Baltimore's been hot. Tennessee knocked Baltimore out of the playoffs last year in a big game.
I lost a lot of money on that game because every time the Ravens went down, I hammered the Ravens. And then they'd go down 7 more. And I hammered them again. And guess what?
Derrick Henry kept running and didn't stop running.
Never came back. So personally, not touching this game from a betting standpoint.
Yeah, and Tennessee won earlier in the year. It was a close game
earlier this year,
30-24. But Tennessee is just like quietly keeps winning. They're not a top seed, and they, crappy kind of matchups wise when if they win and play Kansas City next week. But they're just, I think they won 11 games. They won the division. Kind of sucks though.
Here's my question: is last year I feel like for a lot of the year they were carried by their defense. Did they lose a lot of guys in the offseason? Have they had some rough injuries? Because this defense, right? No, they have been atrocious. They've gotten ripped up. Mm-hmm. They've lost games that they've scored 40 points.
Yeah, it's been their offense, that's been
right.
Really
the offense is hot, but can they stop anyone?
Right. And this is not the matchup with Lamar Jackson that you want to find out.
No, but what I will say about Lamar is, if you remember, there was a few games there, they went into a little bit of a lull. Like as an offense, the Ravens did, Lamar in particular. There's a way to figure this guy out. There really is. And it's forcing him to throw. So I don't know if these teams are trying to have their safeties or linebackers spy him. He's the best athlete on the field. You can't spy Lamar. So I want to see someone come up with a good defensive team strategy to just contain him best you can, right?
And you said exactly right. They had the exact formula last year in the playoffs. Get up, run the ball with Derrick Henry down their throats, make Lamar have to chase points and not just, run it with him and J.K. Dobbins. Make Marquise Brown beat you, Make Lamar get him the ball. Make him take his running kind of out of it, like you said.
As much as you can, yeah.
Right. He's the best athlete on the field. You don't want him tearing you up and then you have to chase the points.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, if I win the toss and I'm Tennessee, I'm taking the ball first.
Yeah.
I try to go up. They get up 2 scores early, whole game plan is over for the Ravens. And that's honestly the only complaint I have about Lamar is if you fall behind in a game, which doesn't happen frequently. But if you do and you go down a couple touchdowns.
Yeah. We still haven't seen it yet in a huge game.
Well, except last year when they played Tennessee.
Yeah, right.
This exact matchup. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit more on the line because wasn't that the AFC Divisional round?
It was, yes.
It wasn't the playing game.
It was not, and it wasn't the conference championship either. I think it was the divisional round.
So that'll be a good one. Again, I think I'm going to lean Tennessee if I have to take someone in that matchup.
I would agree.